Well, brand new house getting delivered on a nice fresh pad, and in typical East Texas fashion, it is pouring, and on the forecast it's going to be pouring for about 6 more days. So it's been 2 days since the house got delivered. The reason it got delivered is because we had all this rain on the forecast. Unfortunately, it was kind of a catch-22 because they didn't want to wait till after the rain, because then we'd have to wait for the pad to dry. But now the house is sitting here and it's raining, and the pad is kind of getting destroyed from all the runoff. So I was trying to get gutters on as soon as possible, but obviously I had to wait because while they were doing all the blocking and everything, I couldn't be up there with the ladder like doing stuff with the gutters. So yesterday I went and bought all the material for the gutters, but by the time I got back with all the material, it was time for me to go to work, and it was raining anyways. So today I'm going to get started, at least just connecting it. Like, I'll measure everything, start connecting all the pieces, kind of just getting the rough layout. If there's any breaks in the rain, I might actually start trying to put stuff up, but I just got to get working as quick as I can, get these up. I got my raincoat. I might get wet, but you know, as long as the sealant and all that stuff dries here in the barn, it should be fine, I think. So I'm gonna go walk over to the house and I'll show you how much washout we're already starting to see on the pad from, you know, the runoff on the house. So I tried to do a little damage control. This one spot doesn't look very good, but basically where all the bad spots were next to any pier, I just started piling up a bunch of dirt and then tried kind of digging like a little channel for it. Some of them worked really well, like this one over here, whole bunch of dirt, and then I started the channel and it just kind of kept flowing on its own. So it's unfortunate because we're having so many washouts, but it's nothing that I can't fix with the tractor. It won't take too long once everything dries back up. Yeah, if it were up to me, I think I would have rather waited the 2 to 3 weeks to get our house dropped off. The reason that they did this, they kind of expedited it because they wanted to get it before the rain so that we weren't waiting another 2 to 3 weeks before everything dried. But now, seeing how many issues we're having with the house pad, I think I would have just chose to wait to get the house, because this is just a mess. I'm trying to put gutters up in the rain, which is not ideal and not really the best way to do it, but we'll figure it out one way or another. It'll be okay. The house is set really strong. I don't think there's going to be any issues with the rain, but it's just a little unfortunate that I'm out here getting disgustingly dirty, and you know, anyways, that's it. Let's get back to it. So today is day 2 of the gutter project, and just like I said yesterday, in typical East Texas fashion, you can't count on the weather ever being very constant. So yesterday it was pouring rain and 62 degrees, I think, was the high. Today it's still drizzling rain, but the high is 41. Right now it's about 35. So the ladder that I left outside's got ice all over it. There's little icicles dripping down. So it's cold today, which is making it even harder to work. But anyways, yesterday I was only able to get that one section of gutter done. I've got 2 more to go, but the second and third ones are much longer length, so they're going to take a while. But today and tomorrow is my weekend, so hopefully I can get at least the gutters built. They might not get installed, but if I can at least get them all assembled and give the sealant some time to cure, then I think over the couple days after my weekend I should be able to get everything up. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at. Let's get to it. I decided to take a quick break from the gutter project to come check out the water levels, because this river can flood pretty substantially. I think today is day 4 of just pretty much constant rain. It hasn't really been too strong. We'll get like some random kind of periods of really strong rain. For the most part, it's been mostly just like kind of a strong drizzle, which is what it is at this moment. The water's definitely high. I'm going to take you down our little secret trail that brings us down to the river, and I'll kind of show you what the flooding looks like right now. You can see the house and the barn, and there goes some turbo pups. Come on guys, let's go on a walk. So from the pasture, spinning it around, this is the little path that we cleared out a pretty long while ago. This brings us down to the river. So there's that cliff. I just came from up there. And here's the river, only a couple feet below the bank. I think I've seen it a little bit higher once. We've got a lot of damage from this storm, a lot of stuff falling over and whatnot, but hey, wait. So here's the river. It's definitely up on our property right now. Technically all of this here is all our property. We do have a creek that runs this way to our neighbor's property, so whenever their overflow or whenever their property overflows, it drains this way into the river when the river's lower. But right now the river's going back up into the creek and we're getting water from the creek, so we have quite a bit of water on our property right now. Kind of a nice little swamp there. Come here. Well, exciting day. I got here a little bit late. I didn't think they were going to show up quite this early, but the county electric people are here and they're installing the drop pole that's going to go to our new home. So I'm going to just stand away because they do have the big old diesel trucks running. They have the crane up. They already used that big auger right there to dig the hole. And they're just getting the pole that you can see right there. They're getting all rigged up, and they're going to drop it in the hole, and then they'll start working on the transformer. So I'll try to film a couple more of the steps that they're going to take, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Alright, so here's a first look at the transformer box. It is all set and locked up. They already took off, so it's completely done. It's just a small little box, doesn't take up too much space. And then got the pole all cleaned up, transformers installed. So before we get the gutters installed, one thing I decided to do is paint the fascia boards on the house to match the well house. So we had enough leftover paint from the house that we were able to paint the well house, at least basically, and then because that's white trim, we like the look of that a little bit better. So I'll paint the fascia boards all white, and then the gutters are white, so it'll just blend a little bit better. So that's what we're going to get to doing right now.